Hey there, loved ones. Welcome to the new and hopefully improved Pride and Joy Predictions podcast. In this series, my friend Steve and I get together every week to discuss the latest happenings in the NFL and give our predictions for the upcoming games.
Hey, Joy, good to be back there.
Yeah, it's very good to be back. It's been a long time since we've been hanging out, so it's really good to get back into the swing of things.
Exactly
For
there.
this series as well, we are also hosting this as a pickems league with Steve, myself, and 10 of our friends to see who truly knows the NFL the best.
hmm Should be
So,
fun there.
it should. With that
Yeah.
spiel out of the way, let's get started here. First things first, we have to go over the participants. We have every single person returning from last year. So it is myself, Steve, John, SDS, Buff, Papa Agron, Brother Troll, Rev Games, Beegers, Savage Owl, Draz, and a new member, Alex Fay.
Hello, Alex. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome on in. Be really excited to see how you do, how we all do for that matter, because this is going to be a very interesting season.
Yeah, it will be there with the
So,
unpredictable happening.
exactly. One of the things that Steve brought up before we get into the first weeks of action is kind of discussing what teams we're looking forward to watching the most this season outside of our personal favorites. So, just to
True.
kind of let y'all know, if you couldn't tell from Pride and Joy Predictions, I am a member of One Pride. I am a Lions fan,
hmm
so die hard.
hmm
So we hate the North with a passion, and
True.
you'll be figuring that out as we go.
hmm
And then Steve here, what is your favorite team?
Obviously, I'm a little bit in the crosshairs right now. Right now, it's
Ooh,
basically the Broncos right now there, but it changes from time to time there.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have like a one main team that you kind of are always a diehard fan for. You just kind of
True.
are more fluid and you just enjoy the sport, which is really cool. That's a really good
Exactly.
that's a really good way to do it. So you're a football fan, not a fan of any one particular team.
True.
Interesting. So you have a lot less bias than I do,
Exactly.
which might be part of why Steve won last year because he didn't let his bias get in the way like I did
True.
in some of my picks.
Yeah.
Ergo, going against the Jets every single week last year because they had the one and only Mr. Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. And I, if y'all don't know, being a Lions fan, really can't stand that guy. So I spite picked every single week that the Jets were going to lose, and that cost me some points.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I'm impartial, like a member of the jury, basically.
Yeah, you are Switzerland. You are completely neutral in the NFL world, and you're just here to enjoy good games. That being said,
Exactly.
what teams are you the most interested in, and what teams do you think will be able to go from, say, worst to first, the best? Like, who's going to have the most improvement this year?
It's a tough one to call there because a lot of teams made some significant changes there. The one team I'm looking forward to this season there. Please don't get mad at me for saying this, Joy. It's obviously
Rick.
no, obviously it's going to be the coordination between Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. I thought you were going to be on the Ben Johnson bandwagon like a lot of people are this year. My
Yeah,
apologies. Um, I'm with you though. I will be interested to see if Aaron Rodgers can get them to a 10-win season instead of a 9-win season to squeak
true.
into the playoffs and then lose round one again. So
Yeah,
I'll be interested to see how he does. I do think that they have, unfortunately, a much better situation for him in Pittsburgh than they did in the Jets. I think that they have more
true.
weapons around them. I like
True.
the running back that they drafted. I like Caleb Johnson a lot, actually. So I think that he'll
hmm
be decent for them.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got TJ Watt, who is one of my favorite players in the entirety of the NFL. Fight
True.
me, dress. But yeah, so I do think that they're going to be decent this year, much to my chagrin. So I'm kind of wondering how I want to play my spite. Like, do I really want to go all in on my spite this year? Or do I want to finally try to let it go a little?
Mhm. Hard to say.
Yeah, I guess I'll figure that out as we go. Maybe
Hmm.
he'll make me mad again sometime during the season and the spite will return.
True.
But for now,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to have a completely clean slate, unless
Mhm.
you're the Bears, and we're going to
Mhm.
completely go fresh from here.
To bet against them for spite.
Exactly, exactly. Like the Bears are always going to get my spite. When I'm able to, I will.
Hmm. Yeah.
So for me, the thing that I'm probably the most interested in this year is going to be Carolina and Atlanta.
Ooh, the NFC South there.
Right. Because, well, here's the thing. The NFC South, outside of the AFC South, is the most
Hmm.
trash division in the entirety of the league. Like, the teams are
Exactly.
so evenly matched, yet also so bad at the
Yeah.
same time. So, like, it would not surprise me if Carolina can sneak in the division win, or if
True.
Atlanta could sneak
Yeah.
in the division win, because
Yeah.
Atlanta made some really good moves in the draft.
Yeah.
I know that it cost them a first round pick next year
Yeah.
to the Rams, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but they had a need at edge and they drafted 2 first round edge players.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
they really fixed their need on that front.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of really looking forward to seeing how they do. And then on
True.
Carolina's end,
Yeah.
they're just a really greatly improved team
Yeah.
for me. Like at the end of the year, they kind of came on a little bit strong. And seeing
True.
if Bryce Young can continue his improvement will be fun.
In my opinion, this is going to be a make or break year for Bryce Young because if he doesn't meet expectations this year, you can expect Carolina next year to draft another quarterback and probably trade Bryce Young away.
It is highly possible. Like if he regresses, I could see them trying to trade him away and getting like some kind of not veteran, but like a well, let's say a young veteran, someone who's maybe
True.
26, 27,
True.
someone who's been around a little bit but is able to still grow. I think
Yeah.
that could be something. Also, I
Yeah.
think that the Giants might be poised to kind of turn the page a little. Maybe
True.
not with Russell Wilson, but I really like Jackson Dart, and I think they made some good moves on defense. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how they do. But those are
Yeah.
kind of my
Hmm.
interests, I guess, for the year that are not Lions related.
Exactly.
So with that out of the way, we have the defending Super Bowl champions. On Thursday Night Football, the Eagles will be hosting the now Micah Parsons lists. Jerry Jones ruins everything. Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I think
Good
Jerry
lord.
Jones is losing his mind there, getting rid of Parsons there, because
I,
that'll be one less receiver for Dak to throw to.
well, no, no, no. Micah Parsons was their defensive lineman, their like
Oh,
generational talent edge rusher who can
oh, okay.
also drop back as a linebacker as well. So he was the
I bet.
cornerstone of that defense. So letting him go to the Green Bay Mother Loving Packers of all teams, by the way,
Mhm.
was really, really stupid,
Exactly.
extremely stupid. And so honestly, without even taking into account how jacked Philadelphia is as a team,
Hmm.
I'm taking Philadelphia over Dallas just because Dallas was incredibly, incredibly stupid on
True.
that. And they just made the entire NFC more problematic.
Exactly. There. 100% agree with you. Obviously, night one is usually the raising of the Super Bowl banner there, and the home team will come out fighting again like they did at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see why not, honestly.
Hmm.
They're going to be a very tough team this year.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Next up, we already have a game that is abroad. when Friday we go to Brazil with the Chiefs
Mhm.
and the Chargers.
Yeah. Obviously, the big story with the Chiefs this year it involves a certain wide receiver getting engaged there to a famous pop star.
Well, and here's my issue with that is that the big news for Kansas City isn't
Mhm.
even football related. It's
True.
an engagement related.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this is not going to end up being a distraction from the game, but you know
Hmm.
it will because it's the NFL and they
True.
have to capitalize on it. So the fact
Exactly.
that we're coming up on week 1 and we're not
Yeah.
talking about Rashee Rice being suspended, how Andy Reid's going to be able to coach with one less receiver,
Hmm.
how Patrick Mahomes is going to handle the offense with one less receiver. Will their defense stay just as
Hmm.
good as it was last year with the departures and the, coming
True.
in and out? What kind of moves they made in the offseason? No one really knows because the only news was, oh my God, Travis Kelce went on tour. Oh my God, Travis Kelce has a podcast. Oh my God, he just got engaged to Taylor Swift. Like, who cares? It's football.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
be talking about
Exactly.
football right now, not Travis Kelce's personal life.
True.
We should be
That
talking about his
that
professional life.
should be private matter.
Well, and what's weird is like I do think that those two are being kind of private with it because they haven't come out and said anything since the announcement. It's
Hmm.
everybody else who's talking. So
Exactly.
everybody else should just stop talking about that and start focusing on the sport that he has a job to do.
True. Exactly. There. Yeah. And obviously, my AFC pick from last year there was not much of a flop there. They just lost in the first round to the Texans there.
Yeah. Well, and that thing was just, it was the defense for Houston.
Hmm.
And I don't know if we can say that they chargered the game, like their usual
Hmm.
choking of the game away, because
Yeah.
they just got beat by the better defense, in my opinion. So they still made the
Exactly.
playoffs in Harbaugh's first year. It was definitely a
Yeah.
good pick for you. So,
Exactly. Yeah. But for me, there this one's a no brainer. I'm going to go with the Chiefs to beat the Chargers there.
well, and you know what? It wouldn't be us if we didn't have a little split early
Oh,
on.
oh,
And so
oh.
we do already because I am going with the Chargers to upset the Chiefs in week 1. I
Wow.
think I think that the Chiefs are ill prepared because of all of the distractions and the hoopla and missing one of their key components in the wide receiver room. I think that's going to end up hurting them. And their other receiver isn't really all that good. So you have
Okay.
Xavier Worthy, you have Travis Kelsey, you have an adequate running back room, but not really one to write home about. So if they
Okay.
do end up winning, it's going to be on the defense,
Okay.
in my opinion. So I'm being bold in week 1, and I'm going for an upset.
Yeah. If you have a gut instinct, go for it.
Yeah, I for some reason I do, and I don't really know how to explain it, honestly.
Mhm. Exactly.
But now we are coming back home, and we have an NFC South matchup that am very much intrigued with. We
Okay.
have the Bucks and Atlanta.
Yeah. Obviously, Atlanta, there's nowhere to go but up for them. Obviously, Michael Penix Jr. They're surprised all his critics there by having a good season, even though they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they somehow found a way to fumble the division again,
Hmm.
because they're the Falcons, and that's just what they do. But I
Exactly.
am hopeful for them this year. Honestly, I do like Penix. They have a good run game.
Yeah.
Like I said, they bolstered up their defense a little bit better.
Hmm. True.
Hopefully, Raheem Morris cannot be quite as stupid now that he's in his second year with them.
Hmm.
At least I think it's his second year
Hmm.
because I'm
True.
still upset about their game with Washington, where he didn't understand how field position worked. So hopefully he can kind of fix that this upcoming season. But
Yeah.
what do you say for this matchup?
Baker Mayfield's still a good quarterback there, but But the question is, can he handle the work pressure there?
I don't see why
But
not.
I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say he might handle some games there, but unfortunately, this week it's going to be a little bit of a downer for him there because I'm taking the Falcons at home to beat the Bucs.
Well, we have a second split already. That's back to back.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
here's the thing. I wanted to go with Atlanta. I really, really did. Because I
yeah,
am high on them and I do believe in the changes that they've made and the things they've brought
mhm,
in, good pieces. And the
yeah,
Bucks have lost Tristan Wirfs currently.
yeah,
So their
yeah,
offensive line is going to be even more shaky,
yeah,
which is going to impact their run game and
yeah,
the blocking for Mayfield to have the time he needs to throw to people like Mike Evans.
mhm,
But I just, for some reason, I couldn't make myself go with Atlanta.
yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
Okay, gotcha.
So I went ahead and took the Bucks against my better judgment. Will I be surprised if the Falcons win? No.
Yeah,
Do I kind of want them to win? Absolutely yes. So maybe I'm just trying to do some reverse logic here and
sure.
help the Falcons by not picking them because, my jinxing
Yes,
powers last year were absolutely amazing. So
yeah.
I'm going to try to help as much as I can.
Okay,
All right, next up, we have another division battle when the Bengals go visit the Browns, who are led by Joe Flacco in week one.
true. Yeah,
And
I
on the
got
Bengals side, they did fix the Trey Hendrickson issue.
true there. I got to ask you a quick question before we get into the discussion there. Over under 2 games, you see Shador Sanders start for the Browns.
Over or under 2 games?
Yep.
Over. I don't think they're going to throw him out there until mid season, if
Okay.
that. I think that he could easily be the starter, but I think that you want a steady hand right now, and Joe Flacco is that
Exactly.
steady hand.
Yeah. I figured when the Browns get eliminated from the playoff, then you'll probably see Shador Sanders start there. In my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that. Give him some like garbage time,
Yeah.
garbage time reps. I can see them doing that for sure because then he'd be
Okay.
playing first string instead of just
Mm-hmm.
preseason time. So I could
True.
see that, but I don't think it'll be
Yeah.
anywhere near 2 games. I'll say baseline 6,
Okay.
but it's probably gonna be more than that in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, the big story with the Bengals there is Joe Burrow healthy there? That's the thing. I worry about his health there.
I didn't hear anything about Joe Burrow
Yeah, but I
being
mean,
unhealthy.
after last season's there. After last season.
Oh, okay. So it's just like his just general problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, as far as I know, he should still be healthy.
Hmm.
I'm not seeing anything about him. Let's see. He's very confident and stamps a healthy off season. So
Exactly.
he's stayed healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he does end up getting himself kind of hurt, I'll be
Hmm.
very sad for multiple reasons.
True.
But
That's what worries me about the Bengals this season there. The health of Burrow there.
what worries me with the Bengals is their defense, sans Hendrickson, because they finally wrapped him up for one more year, and then he's a free agent next year. And we get to do this whole thing all over again.
True.
But I'm concerned with their entire defense because outside of that one player,
Hmm.
kind of garbage, and
Okay.
their offensive line didn't help either. So, to your point, Joe Burrow's health is a concern, but not
Hmm.
because he's going to be unhealthy going in, so much as can he stay healthy with the offensive line letting him get hit repeatedly.
Yeah. But for me this week there, I'm going to go with my special right off the bat there,
All right.
the 3 point or less rule. And I'm
Yep.
going to go with a tiny bit of an upset. I'm going to go with the Browns at home to beat the Bengals.
My God, are we gonna really take a trip to Splitsville in week 1?
Sounds like it.
It certainly does freaking feel like it, doesn't it? Because I'm going with the Bengals.
Yeah.
I know that the Bengals, historically, recent history anyway, haven't
Mhm.
exactly had the greatest of starts to their seasons. They always start like, 1-4 or 0-5 or something
True.
stupid like that. Like they
True.
always struggle in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
I'm still going to believe in the Burrow and that offense and just hope that they can put something together, especially against a team like the Browns. Like,
Yeah.
it's the Browns.
Yeah.
Outside of that defense, which
Hmm.
is just Myles Garrett pretty much, so it's kind of the same situation as the Bengals, at least as to my knowledge. I don't think the Browns really have a whole lot going for them.
Yeah.
So we split in back to
Okay.
back to back games.
3 games
Yep, 3 games in
already.
a row. Let's make it 4. Now we have the Colts, who have not won in week 1 in 9 seasons,
True.
hosting the Dolphins.
Yeah. I mean, this season the Colts are never going to be the same since their owner passed away. There.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe they can use that as motivation to actually do well. You want to,
Hmm.
win it in his name, win it in his honor, etc.
Hmm.
So
True.
maybe they can use that as fuel.
True. Yeah. And obviously the Dolphins there. Hopefully, Tua can be healthy this season. They're trying to avoid risky plays that could end up giving him another concussion and possibly end his career.
The problem with that is that's not his play style. Like his play style is to ball out. He goes all out
Yeah,
on the field, and so he's a risky kind of guy. So I don't
exactly.
know. Like you would have to change his entire methodology on the field if you're gonna try to protect him.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would be concerned about that honestly, but
yeah, exactly.
yeah. So
But
I don't know.
but for me this week, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to go with the Dolphins on the road to beat the Colts.
We've made it to 4. I took the Colts to break their.
Oh my God!
I'm going with the Colts to break their week 1 losing streak. I think that they honestly have more talent on that team. Because for me,
Oh,
Tyreek
wow.
Hill is a question mark. The Dolphins did get back Minka Fitzpatrick on defense. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Hmm.
I do like Achan as their running back. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I just feel like I like the Colts roster more. I like Jonathan Taylor. I like Pittman.
Yeah.
I hope that Daniel Jones can prove people wrong and actually be decent with a good team around him because he did show glimmers of talent in New York.
Hmm.
They just never built a good team around him. So maybe
Exactly.
now that he's in Indy where he actually does have some weapons and a fairly decent defense that can get him the ball back,
Hmm.
maybe it'll be different. So I am drinking so much Kool-Aid this year and it is crazy.
Yeah.
So what the heck? Let's go for 5 straight. Next up, we have the Raiders and the Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm
Obviously,
losing this one. I'm going to say that right out the gate. I'm going to lose
yeah.
this game.
True. Obviously, the
Thanks.
Raiders they have nothing this year. Uh,
I don't know. I like Pete Carroll. They brought in Geno Smith. They have Brock Bowers,
True.
and they brought in one of the most highly rated rookies in the draft with Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
And they still have Max Crosby, who they locked down. They
True.
could be scary. They could be building
True.
something.
True. Yeah. They might be a dark horse this year there, but in my opinion, there the Patriots are made major improvements. There obviously Drake May is going to be a much better quarterback, and they acquired Stephon Diggs to help the wide receiver core.
Yeah, they did, and they also drafted, I believe, a running back to back up Stevenson. I might be wrong on that, but
Hmm. True.
somebody can fact check me on that one.
True.
So I do hope that Drake May has a good season coming up, and it's not going to be like a CJ Stroud situation because I do
True.
like Drake May. I think that he's got really good potential. And now that they have Mike Vrabel, I mean,
Hmm.
who knows where they're going to go from there? I just think
Yeah.
that there's still a lot of pieces that they need to
Yeah.
upgrade before they can
True.
get back to elite status.
True. Yeah. To me, they might be a possible wild card team this season. There.
I could see it, primarily because the AFC feels kind of on the weak side, with the exception of the West. Most
True.
of the conference is kind of weak.
True. Yeah. So, in my opinion, I'm going to take the Patriots at home to beat the Raiders.
Okay, so we actually do agree. Um,
Hmm.
I think I'm losing it. I do think that Ashton Genty will kind of run all over that defense. I think that Pete
Hmm.
Carroll
Yeah.
has a good wisdom mind,
Hmm.
more so
Yeah.
than Vrabel does, because he's been around the block for a while and he kind of knows
Yeah.
the ins and outs better, in my opinion. Like, I personally like him better as a coach than Mike Vrabel, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
True.
So
True.
literally the only reason that I went with the Patriots is because they're at home.
True.
Because this is such an even matchup, in my opinion. Now, for not an even matchup at all, we
Hmm.
have the Cardinals and the Saints.
Yeah.
It's a nice little religious fight here.
True. Yeah. Obviously, with the Saints there, can their young quarterback handle the workload there?
No, no. They're starting Spencer Rattler, not the one
Yeah.
that they drafted.
Oh,
And their offense is Alvin Kamara,
yeah.
who's on the older side and, could easily kind of slip into an injury.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I do like Chris Olave, but he also now has a bit of a concussion history, so he's another one to kind of watch for. Also, YouTube, I forgot to plop up the participant screen. My bad, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have now done that, so you can now see everything scrolling. All of the names of our
True.
participants are scrolling up at the top. My
There we go.
apologies. Yep.
Yeah. And obviously with the Cardinals there, the question is, can Kyler Murray bounce back there?
Um, I don't know. Like they were so hard for me to really get a focus on last year.
True. Yeah.
Like I didn't really know what they were
Yeah.
doing, especially the math problem that they ran
True.
into with Minnesota. I'm still kind of mad
True.
at them about that,
Yeah.
but
And
hopefully they can fix that this year.
yeah. And obviously, can Marvin Harrison Jr. be much better than he was last season?
Now that I will say I do see happening, because last year they kind of started off a little bit rocky with him. He didn't really have that great of chemistry with Murray, but then as the
Mhm.
season went on, you could kind of see them start to click a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I think that they'll be gelled very well together. My question with the Cardinals is, can we not go the entire season without giving Trey McBride a touchdown this time, please? He's a very good tight end.
Yeah.
So can we get him the ball
Yeah.
more this year? I would
Yeah.
appreciate that.
But for me, there, I'm going with another upset, and I think we're going to have another split here. I'm going to go with the Saints at home to upset the Cardinals.
Yep, we are. We have another split, for sure. I'm, I want to believe in the Saints. I really do. Because, like, having Kellen Moore show up and all of a sudden turn the entire program around when he has nothing to work with
Yeah.
would be fantastic. I would absolutely adore
Sure.
the Saints to have a run out of nowhere and just beat faces. I think it'd be funny.
Sure.
I just don't see it happening. And unfortunately, I have to play it smart this year. I can't just, pick willy-nilly because I want to. I have to actually try to win, because Steve beat me last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to really make sure that I keep a good lead, because for you guys, we have bonus points that we also allot, and that enabled Steve to leapfrog from 4th place to 1st place last year. So
Sure.
I need to lock in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that also determined our next matchup, when we have the revenge game of all revenge games of week 1 that should definitely have been a primetime event, but for some reason wasn't because the NFL didn't plan ahead. It's the Steelers and the Jets.
Oh boy, this one's going to be a doozy there. Obviously, with quarterbacks, to quote that old movie, trading places. There.
Yeah, it is, honestly. It's going to be interesting. It's one of these, like, sneaky interesting games because, like, I want to hate watch it, but at the same time, it's probably going to be actually good football.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know how to feel about thinking that an Aaron Rodgers game is going to be good football. So I'm at a big conflict with myself right now.
Yeah. Hmm.
But it should be something for sure.
True. Yeah. The question is, how is Justin Fields going to look with its new team there?
Here's the thing. I know that people hate on Justin Fields. I never really did. I kind of like the kid. You know, I think that he has good potential, but he was always with teams that never cared.
Yeah.
Mainly the Bears.
Going back to his days with the Bears?
Mostly, but also they didn't really care in Pittsburgh either because they gave up on him when he was 4-0.
Okay.
The man went 4-0 as your starting QB, and you still decided to go with Russell Wilson anyway. Like, you didn't let him keep the momentum. And the thing you're always supposed to do in football is ride the hot hand. Right. Tomlin refused to do that. And I don't know if he's just a masochist who likes to break even and go 500 every year instead of actually win.
True.
I don't know if that's like some kind of blood demon pact that he made where you can be good enough to keep your job but never good enough to actually be impressive.
Sure.
So maybe that's why he's making decisions that are kind of iffy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Justin Fields, with a good team around him, can be your franchise QB. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's Peyton Manning.
No.
But I think he can get you where you need to be if you have an actual legitimate team around him. And in the Jets, under Aaron Glenn, thank you for going to an AFC team.
Yeah, sure.
Appreciate you, Mr. Glenn. You've got a decent run game, who they should be using more effectively now, I would hope. The defense wasn't horrible last year. And you've got Garrett Wilson that Fields can throw to. And Fields is very mobile, unlike the quarterback they had last time. So he can make plays happen when you need to. He's kind of like, he could be what Lamar Jackson is with more time, more reps, and a better team around him. So I have all the faith in the Jets' future. I just don't think it's going to be this year because they're going to need a few more pieces to actually make it a good go.
Sure. Yeah. And obviously, as I discussed at the beginning there, the thing I'm looking forward to this season is how Tomlin's going to get along with Aaron Rodgers there.
I think Tomlin will bend the knee.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think that Tomlin will be the submissive one in this duo. I think that it's going to be Aaron Rodgers' offense, not Mike Tomlin's team. And having DK Metcalf as part of that offense is going to help a lot. Because he is legitimately a genetic beast. And good luck stopping him. You know?
Exactly.
So I think Rodgers does have a good team around him. Like I said in the beginning, I do like Caleb Johnson as their draft pick. I liked him coming out of college as well. So I do think that they'll be okay. I just... part of me really just wants them to fail. I want this to be Mike Tomlin's first and last losing season.
Sure.
Because Aaron Rodgers got there. Like, I think that seeing Aaron Rodgers ruin another team would be great.
Sure. I'm going to go with another close game, a 3-pointer last one. I'm going to go with the Steelers on the road to beat the Jets.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am also taking the Steelers. I want the Jets to win, but again, I have to pick for who I think actually will end up winning.
Sure.
And I don't think that the Jets have enough going for them right now.
No.
They still need a few pieces. Is Aaron Glenn's first season as head coach versus Mike Tomlin's, I don't know, millionth. He's been there forever. So I just think experience edge is going to go to the Steelers from a player and a coach perspective, unfortunately. All right, next up we head to the NFC East with the Giants and Washington.
Yeah. Obviously, the Commanders surprised a lot of people last season. They're making it all the way to the conference final there.
They did, myself included, because we should have won that game.
Exactly.
The Lions should have won that game. So
Sure.
thanks, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, the question with the Giants this year is, can Russell Wilson be the band aid solution there for them at quarterback there? And my guess is probably not.
I I don't know. I think that as a band aid, I think he would work fine. Is he
Mm-hmm.
your long term answer? Absolutely not. But he's competent enough with Malik Neighbors, especially, to
Yeah.
kind of, at least make something happen and hold you over until Jackson Dart is ready next year. Hopefully. Hopefully, we're not tanking, not taking to go and get Arch Manning, who
Mm-hmm.
actually had a pretty bad outing in
Sure.
college football on Saturday. So
Yeah, I heard that.
maybe his stock kind of fell a little bit, although it's only 1 week, so
Sure.
people tend to overreact a lot.
Mm-hmm. True.
So I'm still waiting and seeing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think the Giants will be okay. They've
Mm-hmm.
made some decent changes, added some good things on defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a bad team. They just have, similar to the Jets, there's a few pieces that are missing.
True. But for me, this one's going to be a no-brainer for me. I'm going to take the Commanders at home to beat the Giants.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Unfortunately, like I said, I would like for the Giants to do well, but
Mm-hmm.
Washington is just such a good team, and they've just
True.
continuously gotten better. And they finally signed Scary Terry, so I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what took them so long. I really don't. But hey, at
Yeah.
least they did. So
True.
my fantasy team thanks you.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the Battle of the Cats. You should be interested in this one.
Mm-hmm.
We have Carolina and Jacksonville.
I would say they're the expansion cousins there.
Expansion cousins, that's a good one too.
Question is, can Trevor Lawrence recover from his horrific injury there last season there?
Yeah. Well, and I want to know if Trevor Lawrence can get back to the Trevor Lawrence hype that we had early on
Yeah,
in his career
true.
under new leadership of Liam Cohen.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was pretty decent in Tampa as a coordinator,
Mm-hmm.
working well with Baker Mayfield and that offense. So
Mm-hmm.
he could easily do some good things down in Jacksonville.
Sure.
I think, much like other teams this season, they're going to be kind of sleepers but struggling at the same time
Well,
because they have decent pieces. They have a really good wide receiver in Brian Thomas Jr. and Trevor Lawrence. If he can
mm-hmm.
get back to his performance before the injury and before Urban Meyer took over,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe we'll have something. But otherwise, it's going to be a rough season.
Sure.
And then over on Carolina, I already talked about their upsides and how excited I am
Sure.
to see what they do.
True. Yeah, and obviously, like I said, there it could be a make or break season for Bryce Young there.
I mean, I think it definitely could be, but I'm not going to say that if he has an off year that they're just going to give up on him because he has already shown progression. But I don't know. I could see them being hasty. It
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It all depends on who's available at the
Sure.
time.
Sure. But for me this week, I'm going to go with the Jags at home to beat the Panthers and hope Trevor Lawrence can find a miracle play there.
Well, I'm
Another
going with the
split.
Panthers. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
taking the Panthers in this one because I like Chuba Hubbard. I like Ted
Mm-hmm.
McMillan. I think
Yeah.
he could easily be the breakout rookie of the year. I really
Okay.
like Ted McMillan. And Bryce Young, he came on strong last year at the end. So
Okay.
kind of seeing him find his groove, I
Mm-hmm.
think it'll be interesting. And I kind of like their coach.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll see. We'll see.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right, next we have the Titans and the Broncos.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the Broncos this season there. See how Bo Nix can up his game there from last season there.
Me too. I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to watching that defense do amazing things.
Yeah.
They were great last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I do really like Bo Nix. I think
Mm-hmm.
most people know that.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he can again not have a slump, but
Yeah.
we'll see how he does for sure. I think that they did some decent things in the off
Yeah.
season,
True. Yeah.
and they were already good last year. So the fact that
Exactly.
they improved themselves,
Yeah.
it's very very bad for the AFC West, but very good for fans' enjoyment.
Exactly. Yeah. And obviously, Titans there. We don't know what to think of them this season there.
I Yeah, I don't really know either because Cam Ward coming in is very intriguing
Mm-hmm.
because he is a very intriguing player.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how the rest of the team is going to be around him
Yeah.
because like we still have Calvin Ridley, which is nice. I do still like him as a receiver, but they have
Yeah.
so many glaring gaps on that overall team,
True.
and I still do not like their coach.
No. But obviously, we're going to probably be in agreement there and take the Broncos at home to beat the Titans.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going with the Broncos. It's in Denver. They're the better team. I want Tennessee to do well, just not this week.
Yeah, true.
All right. Next is a big rivalry battle. We have the 49ers going to Seattle.
Obviously, Seattle's changed everything up there. There with their
Um,
quarterback and the
yeah.
coaching.
They brought in Sam Darnold,
Yeah,
which is great. I did like Sam Darnold in Minnesota. My
true.
concern here is I have kind of a giant question mark on Sam Darnold because I don't know if Seattle's offensive line can keep him upright.
True.
And we've seen how he gets when he gets rattled. And if you can get to him and you can fluster him and rattle him,
Yeah,
things don't typically go very well.
yeah.
So
And
that is
now,
my only fear.
yeah, and obviously with the Niners there, can Brock Purdy get back to being a number one quarterback there?
Man needs to earn his contract.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. I love Brock Purdy, but that contract was nuts. I'm so happy that
Yeah.
he got paid. I really am
Mm-hmm.
because he
Mm-hmm.
deserved it. He was their franchise when nobody else was available to be.
True.
He deserved to get paid for it. But
Yeah.
now it's time for you to put up. And with your team's injury history, Brandon
Mm-hmm.
Ayuk coming off of a vicious, vicious leg injury, he
Yeah.
needs to step up. And honestly, I didn't like him much before the giant
Mm-hmm.
contract that they gave him before he got hurt.
Yeah.
McCaffrey is pretty much always in a hospital gown.
Yeah.
So he needs to stay healthy. Their
Mm-hmm.
defense was kind of, for me, honestly, was iffy last year. And it shouldn't have been with as strong as it normally has been. And
True.
then I believe, didn't Trent Williams also get hurt last year?
Yeah, I think you did there.
So if he cannot stay healthy as well,
Yeah.
they're going to have some massive issues on that offensive line, which is
Yeah.
going to hinder
Mm-hmm.
the run game, the pass protection for Purdy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a rough season, but I will say if the 49ers do not do well,
Mm-hmm.
they need to blow it all up because they
Exactly.
have a cakewalk of a season this year. Their
Mm-hmm.
schedule is so cushiony soft.
Exactly.
So they need to do well.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, they have to go through Seattle first
True.
because if they lose early on this season, it's going to be kind of detrimental going forward, I think. Because you need to
True.
build that momentum early in order to chain the W's on this
True.
schedule and truly look dominant, even
Yeah.
if you're actually not that good.
True. Yeah. Uh, So my pick this week there, I think we're going to have another split because I went with Seattle at home to beat the Niners.
Yep, we do. I really hope you're keeping track of all these splits.
Yep, I am there.
But yeah, I'm taking the 49ers because they need to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a really glaring question mark on Sam Darnold. The rest of the team, totally fine. Offensive
Okay.
line and Sam Darnold's performance,
Mm-hmm.
questionable. So if they can come out and dominate week one,
Mm-hmm.
that'll do a lot to ease my mind.
True.
All right. Next, we have my team. We have the Lions going to Lambeau to face the Packers because, of course, that's how we start the season.
True. There. Start with a divisional rival. There. Basically.
Yep.
Yeah. The question is for the Lions. There, can they do well with losing both their coordinators to their coaching jobs?
You know, that is what everyone is worried about.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that because Aaron Glenn's defense was great.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben Johnson was one of these like offensive genius minds, right? He was doing trick plays all the time. He made Jared Goff into a winner. No, the team is still the same team. They got the exact same talent on that roster, if not more talent on that roster. Yeah. And the coordinators, I believe, at the very least on the offensive side, were hired from within. They were just promoted from within. So the chemistry isn't going to really dip any. Morton seems like a fine offensive coordinator. I'm not entirely sure on the defensive coordinator, but anybody that's not able to coordinate somebody like Aiden Hutchinson well, you don't deserve to be here and be employed anyway. True. So it's kind of difficult to not coordinate that well. So I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, and obviously, if you're a Lions fan, you would have to worry about the Packers this season there because they got a little bit stronger there. Obviously, with the acquisition of Michael Parsons on defense there, he could drive the Lions nuts there.
I will say I would be concerned about him in the second time the Lions face the Packers. Yeah. But for week one, considering he just got here, and he did have a bit of an undisclosed injury that's going to require epidural shots for his pain and whatnot, which, great job on Dallas to not let the Packers know before they traded him. I appreciate that. But I don't think he's going to be that big of an impact for week one. Not as much as the media is blowing it up to be, because he's not really acclimated to the team. Like, he literally just got here. And he has to be expected to roll out there week one and know what he's doing. And, the Lions have arguably one of the best, if not the best, running back duos in the league. Fight me on that if you guys want to. But I think that their running back duo is one of the more dominant ones in the league right now. And I don't think Micah Parsons is going to stop that. He's a good pass rusher. He can get to Goff, especially with our offensive line the way that it is, losing two very key pieces. But if you can somehow find a way of preventing him from getting through and blowing things up before it starts, I think the Lions easily got this. And so call me a homer, but I'm trusting my gut and I'm taking Detroit.
I think we're going to have our 7th split there because I still feel Jordan Love is an excellent quarterback there, and he might cause a lot of problems there for the Lions defense there. And so my pick is the Packers, obviously, at home.
I can respect that. And here's the thing. I never said that Jordan Love is not a good quarterback. I do think that he's a fine QB. For me, I would just rather have somebody like Jared Goff under center. I think that he's a better leader and more of my style of quarterback. And I think that they're a more complete team. I think that Detroit has more overall roster talent than Green Bay does. So, yeah, I don't know. Green Bay could definitely be scary, but I don't think they're going to be super scary week one.
Okay.
All right. Next, we have the Texans and the Rams.
obviously the big question for the Rams right now is what's the health of Matt Stafford there? Because I heard he has a bad back there right now.
He's supposed to play,
Mm-hmm.
but he's been having back issues since before he left Detroit. So
Yeah.
I'm not in the least bit surprised that he's having problems.
Yeah.
He honestly, I feel like he should have retired already. And if he
Sure.
shouldn't have retired, a year or two ago, this should be his last season. It's
Sure.
better for your health. You got a lot of kids you got to be able to walk for.
Sure. Yeah. And obviously the Texans are still a big threat in the AFC South. There, obviously, C.J. Stroud is the number one reason there.
Yeah, and hopefully he can get back to 2 years ago.
Sure. Yeah.
My problem is that their offensive line is really bad, and the Rams' defense is still pretty decent.
Yeah.
So if the Texans can win this one, it's going to be because of their defense.
Sure. Yeah. And for me, this one's going to be a no-brainer for me. I'm going to go with the Texans on the road to beat the Rams.
Is this the first time that we've split half of the games?
Seems like it.
Because I'm taking the Rams at home.
Oh boy, another split. Number 8, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you said that we were at 7, so this one would make 8. So,
Number 8.
Yeah, half of the games we've disagreed. This is not a good start, honestly.
Yikes.
So, basically, I'm just going based on the fact that Houston's offensive line is kind of questionable for me.
Yeah.
And the Rams feel more complete right now.
Okay.
Now, the Texans' defense could definitely keep them in the game and get them the W, because really all you need are some really good kicks by their kind of interesting kicker, Fairbairn.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I have a gut feeling on the Rams in this one for their running back and their defense.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my whole reasoning on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have Sunday Night Football. This one should easily be game of the week for us next week. We have the Ravens at Buffalo.
Yeah, these two teams are pretty much in the higher stratosphere, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got, like, in the AFC, there's a certain hierarchy, and it's Ravens, Bills, Chiefs.
Exactly. There. Yeah. Obviously, with the Bills, there you have Josh Allen there, the head quarterback there. So
The main X factor.
yeah, exactly. The question
And then
is,
on the Ravens side, we've got King Henry and Lamar Jackson. So
obviously with the Bills, there. Sorry to interrupt you about that. There is.
no, go ahead.
Can they recover from losing Stephon Diggs there at wide receiver? That's the thing.
Yeah, because that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
I think they have an okay receiving room. Their main thing is going to be the ground game. Having James Cook signed up for good, and Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. Their receiving core should be okay. I think Stephon Diggs, honestly, is fairly washed because he left Buffalo and went to Houston, hurt himself there, didn't play pretty much at all last year, and now he's in New England post-injury.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how well he's going to do. I don't really see him producing all that much this season, whereas the Bills have kind of remained consistent. I'm just wondering if they can finally take that leap past the AFC Championship game.
True. Yeah. But for me, this week I'm going with my specialty again for this one. I'm going
100%.
I'm going with the Bills at home to beat the Ravens.
All right. Finally, we agree. We actually agree on something. And the fact that we agree on, like, arguably the hardest game to predict is impressive.
Yeah.
So I just, I think that the fact that the Bills are at home kind of swayed my decision because the Ravens' offense is very powerful.
Exactly.
And if I'm not mistaken, they did improve a couple of good pieces on the defensive side of things as well.
Yeah.
So they could be trying to reload. And I hope that this is the year that they actually make something happen.
Sure.
And don't just have a tremendous regular season and then flop in the playoffs. I really hope that they can put something together. So
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. Hi, Dino.
Hey, Dino. Good to hear
Wow.
from
You
again,
just
buddy.
hear the rain outside. You hear the rain. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So final game up, we have the Vikings at the Bears.
Yeah. Obviously, the question is for the Bears there, can Ben Johnson turn it around there?
I hope
Turn that
not,
team around.
for a variety of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, it would be nice to see him fail for not waiting for the Bengals job. And and two, it's the Bears. Like, you really think I'm going to want them to turn it around and have some success? Nay.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, I understand why there was so much hype for him,
True.
but I don't really see it. And it could honestly be a Justin Fields problem where the Bears were just incompetent and couldn't put a good team around him to save his life.
True.
But I don't really get the draw to Caleb Williams.
Yeah. But he might help Caleb Williams there some there, like he did with with Jared Goff in the Lions there.
The difference with that,
Mhm.
right there, is that
Mhm.
Jared Goff was a winner before Ben Johnson.
Okay.
Caleb Williams has not been a success prior to Ben Johnson getting there. So Ben
Okay.
Johnson inherited a good quarterback with Jared Goff,
Mm-hmm.
whereas now he's inheriting Caleb Williams,
Mhm.
and they are not the same. Everyone is trying to say that
Mhm.
he's turning the Bears into the Lions formula, and he's
Okay.
using the Lions blueprint.
Okay.
But trying to do the Lions blueprint in Chicago without the Lions talent to back it up, it's not going to work.
Sure.
You're trying to set up the same run scheme that you had in Detroit without the running backs in Chicago to do it with.
Sure.
So, like, you don't have an Amon-Ra St. Brown. You have a DJ Moore.
Exactly.
Completely different.
Sure.
So, I understand the hype. I'm not mad that people are excited and maybe a little bit delusional,
Mhm.
but I just don't see the level of success that everyone is saying the Bears are going to have. Will they be better than last year? Absolutely, they'll be better.
Mhm.
But they're still going to be basement dwellers.
Yeah. The thing is, don't blow it on the Hail Mary pass, but like what happened last season there.
That is one thing I will say Ben Johnson is going to have to do, is make sure that his defense is up to par and it keeps their head in the game.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking that you've already won, you got to play from 0 to 0.
Exactly.
Until the game clock says 0, you're still on this field and you're still playing. So
Exactly.
if Ben Johnson takes the same gritty mentality that Dan Campbell has in Detroit and he takes that with him, then maybe we can get somewhere.
Exactly.
But I feel like Ben Johnson is a little bit polished.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way. I think that he's polished in comparison to the grit that he came from.
Yeah. And obviously, with the Vikings now, they're a big threat in the NFC North there. Obviously, there.
I still have questions on JJ McCarthy. I'm not entirely sold on him.
Yeah.
But I do think that they have a good team around them.
True.
So, he could still be decent.
Yeah, and they recently brought back their old friend Adam Thielen there.
That honestly made me so happy. I loved him in Carolina from a fantasy perspective. He helped me out tremendously.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm kind of sad with is him coming back to the Vikings probably means that he's going to retire at the end of the year as a Viking.
Okay.
And I've kind of enjoyed his career. He's like one of the few people from the North that I don't really mind
Yeah.
as a player.
Okay.
So I'll be sad to see him go, in all
Yeah.
honesty.
Mm-hmm.
But the Vikings still have a pretty decent team around them. I still like Aaron Jones, for sure. I think their defense was not bad. Kevin O'Connell proved that he's,
Yeah.
apparently coach of the year candidate every single year.
Yeah.
So he's not bad either. So I think they'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I just have questions on JJ McCarthy. So I would like to see him do well
Sure.
in week 1
Sure.
to kind of alleviate some of my apprehensions on him.
Yeah. But with apologies to you, so very sorry for this there. I'm going to go with the Bears at home to beat the Vikings there.
Yeah, it's okay. I kind of seen that coming. So,
Ninth split.
we disagree. Yes, we just definitely disagree on this one.
Yeah.
I am going with the Vikings. I'm going to be completely honest. This is more of a spite pick than anything.
Yeah.
And it's also a bit of an homage and a nod to somebody. In One Pride, I said a few months ago when it first happened, we lost Andy Isaac in the One Pride community.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said then when he passed that I was going to kind of do him well with his honor and F the Bears today, F the Bears tomorrow, F the Bears forever.
Mm-hmm.
So for that,
Okay.
Vikings win.
Okay.
I think this might be our strangest start to a season ever.
True.
Crazy. All right, so now that Steve and I have finished,
it's time to find out how our friends do with their picks.
Yep. And per the usual, we will be starting off with the third person to join us in our order. We have John, who took the Eagles, Chiefs, Colts, Jets, Panthers, Cardinals, Commanders, Falcons, Bengals, Pats, Seahawks. Of course, he's a Seahawks fan. Broncos, Packers, Rams, Bills, and unfortunately for me, the Bears. Next, we have SDS, our resident bias buck, who took the Eagles, Chargers, and Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Cardinals, Commanders, his Bucks, the Browns, Raiders, Seahawks, and Titans, my Lions, Rams, Bills, and Vikings. I finally have somebody on my side.
There you go.
Finally. Moving on now, we have Buff, who took the Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Cardinals, Commanders, Bucks, Bengals, Patriots, Seahawks, Broncos, Lions, Texans, Ravens, and his Vikings. Skull.
Good.
All right, and then we've got Papa Agron. Cowboys over the Eagles. I can still dream. He's a Cowboys fan, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Chiefs over the Chargers. Colts over the Dolphins. Steelers over the Jets because it's funnier this way, if you say so. Panthers over the Jaguars. The Cardinals over the Saints. You could honestly just go watch paint dry. Commanders over the Giants. Bucks over the Falcons. Bengals over the Browns. Patriots over Raiders. 49ers over Seahawks. Broncos over the Titans because you just gotta believe. Lions over the Packers. Given that he's a Cowboys fan, he's kind of hoping to see a murder here. Which, you know what? Same. You and me both. Texans over the Rams. Ravens over the Bills because the king cannot be stopped. And Bears over the Vikings because, like myself, he is also unsure on McCarthy.
Okay.
And next we've got Troll.
Oh, my buddy's back.
Yep, your favorite friend is back.
Yeah.
We've got for Troll the Cowboys, the Chargers, the Bucks, because, as he loves to say, F the Falcons.
Yeah.
The Bengals, Colts, and Raiders, Cardinals, Jets, Giants, Panthers, Titans, 49ers, Lions, Rams, Ravens, and Vikings. All right, so we have Rev next. With the Eagles, just saying again, there's a lot of this around this league. F the Cowboys. Chargers, Jags, Commanders, Steelers, Saints, Raiders, Dolphins, concussion protocol incoming.
Yeah.
Bengals, Bucks, not for SDS, but because F the Falcons on Troll's behalf.
Yeah.
San Francisco, Denver, even though he still hates them. The Rams, Detroit, the Vikings, and the Bills. Is a really hard choice in my opinion, but MVP gonna do MVP things. I hope.
Yeah.
And then we have Biggers.
Yay.
Eagles, Chiefs, Colts, Jets, Panthers, Cardinals, Commanders, Falcons, Bengals, Patriots, Seahawks, Broncos, Lions. Yes, Joy, I'm going with the Lions over my better judgment. Same. Thanks, Beads. The Texans, the Ravens, new season, and we want our revenge. Beegers is our resident Ravens fan.
Yeah.
And rounding off with the Bears.
Oh.
And then we go over to Owl, the friend from the UK who is watching NFL content. He is also a Lions fan right now. He was going to be the Bears fan, but then he thought better of it.
Okay.
So he has the Eagles, Chiefs, Falcons, Bengals, Dolphins, Raiders, Saints, Jets, Giants, Jags, Titans, 49ers, Lions, Rams, Bills, and Vikings. Moving on now, we've got Draz, the Packers fan. Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins, Steelers, because he's an Aaron Rodgers stan. Jaguars, the Cardinals, because the Saints are awful.
Yeah.
Commanders, Bucks, Browns. I'm not confident at all, but Cincy's defense is awful. Raiders, Seahawks, Broncos, his Packers.
Yeah.
Rams, Bills, and the Bears. And then finally, we have our newest member. We have Alex Fay. Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Cards, Giants, Bucks, Browns, Raiders, 49ers, Broncos, Packers, Rams, Ravens, and Vikings.
Yeah. So
And there we have it.
So with all our friends' picks there, we have one last bit of housekeeping to do there, and it's time to put on our Karnak hats there and go to February 8th, 2026 there to see who we see playing in the big game in Santa Clara, California.
Yep, it is. And this is always something very fun. This is something that Steve and I used to always do. And so we decided to bring it into the Versus as well. This was Steve's idea. You definitely give him credit for that. It was a fantastic decision.
Yeah.
So in week 1, we all choose the 2 teams and the score for the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
And getting them right gives you bonus points at the end of the year, which we alluded to earlier when we talked about Steve being the champion of season 5. So if you predict one of the teams correct, you get 10 bonus points. If you predict both of the teams correct, you get 25 bonus points. If you predict the score correct, 25 bonus points. And if you can somehow, magically, get both teams and the score correct, you get 100 extra points.
Exactly.
So honestly, if you can get the Super Bowl right this far in advance, you deserve to win. So that's why we made it such a lofty amount.
Exactly.
So, who do you have winning the Super
Ob-
Bowl.
Obviously, first there, the NFC there. To me, this is a no-brainer there. I'm going to go with the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles to come back into the big game there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. But the AFC, this one's a tough one for me there because obviously you have the Chiefs there and you have the Texans there and the Bills there and the Ravens, of course. Yeah, but
Yep.
for me there, I'm choosing this team there with cautious optimism there because this team is going to be on the HBO documentary Hard Knocks there, and obviously we know teams that appear on there don't do well this season there. So my
Yeah.
pick is the Buffalo Bills, surprisingly.
Okay. All right. So you've got the Bills and the Eagles. Now, who do you think wins it, and what is your score prediction?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go with the Eagles to defend their Super Bowl title and win it 31-27 over the Bills.
You know what? That is a very reasonable score.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that score. My score is more of a meme,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, but it's really funny. Your pick is kind of a cursed pick.
Yeah.
Because not only on the AFC side, we have the Bills who are on Hard Knocks, and they're not usually known for doing well after being on Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Eagles who have the Madden curse over their head with Saquon Barkley as the cover. So you have curse versus curse.
Exactly.
I really love that as a pick. I think that's really funny.
Okay.
So my pick is similar to yours. I have the Eagles going as the NFC representation. I think that them getting back makes the most sense. I find the NFC to be kind of an even playing field, and then there's the Eagles. Like they always seem to find a way of building back to the same talent that they had, even if they've lost people. That being said, though, they did lose coordinators, so I'm wondering why people aren't asking how the Eagles will do after losing their coordinator, but they're asking how the Lions will be able to fare. Just a thought. So I do have them going, and then for the AFC side, I have the Ravens going. I think this is the year that they finally break through their own ceiling that they've put on themselves.
Okay.
And plus, I just think a Battle of the Birds would be kind of fun. A Battle of the Birds Super Bowl.
There you go.
And I have the Ravens taking it 36-33.
Okay. Going with my specialty on that one.
Yes. Sort of.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I have to say, not everyone has gotten theirs in yet. So you guys can leave comments for them or just get back with me and I will update the list whenever you're able to. But these are the ones we have so far. So John has Lions over Ravens 23-20. SDS has the Lions over the Bills, no score given. Buff hasn't sent his in yet. Rev has Lions over Bills 35-34 in a freaking shootout to end all shootouts. I'm here for it. We have Papa Agrahan, who has the Cowboys over the Broncos 31-16.
Oh boy.
And then we have Beegers, Bills versus Eagles. Score pending. Might not send one in, but I did update him that he can send a score in later when he gets back home if he would like to.
Okay.
And then last we have a Troll who took the Saints over the Browns 6-3.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But that is finally going to go ahead and do it for week 1 of the NFL season of 2025.
True. Yeah. To all the people that play fantasy football, obviously good luck with your teams there and play
Thank
cautiously because you never know when your star players might get injured mid-season there.
Oh, I know. The league that I'm in with SDS, he drafted Joe Mixon, and then promptly had to put Joe Mixon on the IR. So good decisions there. I'm so happy that he was my week 1 opponent.
Yeah.
It was great. But also, not only good luck to everybody in their own pickems and their fantasy football, but huge thanks to the members of the channel. Richard, Sandra, Aracelis, Linda, Bayonet Transport Vids, and Monkey Ray Gaming.
Yeah. Thank you guys, obviously. And if you like our videos there, please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell for all future videos here.
Yep, exactly. We will be uploading them on here every Thursday at noon. And then also over on Spotify, if that's where you prefer to get your podcasts and you'd rather just listen than watch the video itself, that will be uploaded, I'm hoping, at 10 a.m. Eastern every Thursday as well.
Sure. Yeah. And in the links below on YouTube, there are some of Joy's videos, other video work.
Yeah, probably. I also have a little secret Easter egg for some of you. I usually do that last year, and I'm going to try to bring it back this year. Beegers knows exactly what I'm talking about. So if you are an MVP like Beegers, you'll also know what I'm talking about as well. So again, that's going to do it for this one. Check out the links down below for other ways of connecting with me on other socials. And we will catch you guys next week for week 2 of the NFL action and recapping the mayhem of Splitsville, apparently, to start off the season.
Thank you all. See you all next week.
Yep, catch you then.
Bye.